It's been about 10 years since I first started creating YouTube videos. I did that for about 4 years, but a lot has changed in the meantime. Of course, I studied, I graduated, I moved abroad, survived COVID, studied a master's, I got my first job, I got a dog. Even though it's been incredibly cringe to look at that old footage, I want to take time to reflect on where I was back then and where I am today. It's always good to take a step back, look at where you came from and how far you have come.
There's nothing else I do. I just drink super cheap, sugar-free energy drink every day. I'm bored.
So a little bit of context. Here I am a student but not yet in university, and I did have a lot of time. Boy, did I take that free time for granted. I definitely still have a regular habit of drinking super cheap sugar-free energy drink. I'm not very proud of it, but I definitely am not bored anymore. The last time I've been bored is like extremely very long time ago.
Would you rather live an entire month without energy drink or an entire month without internet? Energy drink, I would rather live a month without that, and I can't live without you guys.
To go a month without internet. Could you imagine how much of a space of mind, how much of a creative stuff you could accomplish, and how much responsibilities are just disappearing by not having internet for a month? 100% I would choose differently right now.
I'm on Instagram a lot.
This used to be such a big part of my life. I used to upload daily to Instagram, and my whole life would be creating images, posts, getting those likes, those views. It was quite stressful, and also after I started studying more and focusing on my career, I just did not find the time anymore to keep up with the Instagram algorithm. So I had to let go, and to be honest, I don't miss it at all.
I love purple and blue, but especially purple.
Nothing has changed there.
What kind of hair dye do you use? I always use the Rich Directions, and I don't use one color, I always mix them.
This completely has changed though. During COVID, it was impossible to ship any hair dye from outside of Europe into Europe. So actually I went back to my natural hair color for a while, until a Dutch brand called Attitude Holland started creating hair dye, and I tried it and I stuck with it because it's actually very nice, and it helped me also solve the following problem.
It always just gets to blue, and also when it's this color, no more color comes out.
So it's definitely a different brand now, but I still like to mix the colors.
I like a lot of bands. I could go on forever talking about bands I like.
I don't keep a list anymore of my favorite bands. It just got too long, it got out of hand. The longer you live, the more bands you encounter, so it's became way too long. I also started including other genres like K-pop, pop rock. I love a lot of things right now. Metal is still a big part of my lists, and I still really love to go to metal concerts on a regular basis.
Between the sea and Germany, there's a little small orangey, little tiny sweet cute country, which is called the Netherlands, and that's where I live.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Actually, I live in Vienna, Austria right now. During my bachelor, I went on an exchange to Finland. That was my first travel alone. So after I graduated, I moved to Prague in the Czech Republic. That's where I followed my master's. And now 2 years ago, I moved here to Vienna in Austria.
My weird accent, as everyone thinks I'm German.
Do you speak any languages? My mother language is Dutch, and you can see it in a lot of videos I made on this channel. I also speak English, German a little, and French a little.
Over time, my English has gotten a lot better. Of course, when you are working with international colleagues or other international students, you get to practice a lot, and over time it just gets better and better and easier to understand, to follow and to speak. Even now that I'm in Vienna, where people speak German, I must say my German has also improved by a lot. So right now I speak pretty well German, fluent English and Dutch, but my French has completely faded away. Also, I followed a course in Czech when I lived in the Czech Republic, so I got to the basic minimum A1 level where I can at least understand a few words and maybe speak a few too.
Did you ever bought something from Hot Topic? And so yes, what? Well, we don't have Hot Topic in the Netherlands, so I guess not. I've never been really out of Europe, but I would really want to travel to America someday.
Well, girl, you actually got there. And you visited Hot Topic. Bringing back this hoodie with mushrooms and 2 pairs of earrings with beautiful fake amethysts. I had a chance to visit the US twice now for work, 1 time on the East Coast and 1 time in San Francisco. That really was a dream come true. So obviously a lot has changed since I last was doing YouTube. I think it's very good to sometimes just stand still, look back, and if you've been here on my channel during all those years where I was inactive, I want to say thank you so much and great to see you again.